The CSS specifications that we just talked about will tell us how to format a style rule. Style rules follow a very simple format. First, you have a selector, and then you have a set of name-value pairs. The selector will tell the browser where to apply a rule. We'll talk in more detail about selectors in just a bit, but then the name-value pairs that come, they have to be enclosed inside of curly braces, and the names and the values that you can use here, like background-color and #CCC99, those are things that are defined in those specifications. The name and the value are separated by a colon, and then each name-value pair ends with a semicolon. That's because you can have multiple pairs on a given rule. This example is setting not only the background color for the body of a page, but also the padding. We'll talk about padding in the third module. For now, I'll just tell you that that particular setting will push the content of a web page further away from the edge of the containing window by 10 pixels. That's the 10px. The background color, by the way, is specified in hexadecimal RGB format. Let's take a look at how we could ever know this. First, if you go to the w3.org website, you can find something known as a full property table for the CSS 2.1 specification. This table will tell you, generally speaking, the available properties that you can set in a style rule. So there you can see background color, background image, background position. Just to give you an idea, let's scroll down here to the bottom. There's padding, page break settings, all of these are available. If we look specifically at background color, we can see that the initial value should be transparent, and that the value that we can set a background color to can be transparent, inherent, or a color value. Let me click on that. And then this will show me that there are named colors for the web, like maroon, red, orange, yellow, olive. And this diagram also lists the hexadecimal codes for those colors. So when you set a color, you can use a standard name, you can use a hexadecimal code, and you can also use what's known as the functional notation, because it looks like you are calling a function named RGB and passing in individual values for the amount of red, the amount of green, and the amount of blue to use. Many people will use color pickers to find out what values they want to use. So here's one that I found by searching the web. It's on html-color-codes.info. Inside of here I can select sort of what base color I want and then fine tune it a bit. This will give me both the hexadecimal value that I can use in a style sheet and also the constituent red, green, blue values, the decimal values that I could use in the RGB notation.